They were pretty apprehensive about each other at first. I was traveling a lot for work at the time, so Pat and Callie would go over to my house and check on Mr. Kitty when I was gone, and the two of them would just stare at each other awkwardly. And then on the weekends, I would bring Kitty over to Pat's house, and he would pretty much just hide in the basement until it was time to go home. Mr. Kitty is a 4-year-old orange tabby. Callie is a 4.5-year-old lab shepherd mix. We think we're actually in the process of getting her DNA tested. So we have been a family for going on 3.5 years now. Mr. Kitty was my cat, who I got when he was right around 2 months old. He was found abandoned on my friend's farm in southern Missouri, and I agreed to take him in. And Callie was Pat, my husband's dog. She was adopted from a shelter in St. Louis when she was right around 8 weeks old. So eventually Kitty came out from hiding and the two warmed up to each other. They started by sitting on opposite ends of the same couch, and then slowly after time they would get closer and closer, and then eventually they started snuggling, which quickly turned into roughhousing and wrestling and licking. Despite their difference in size, they've always been very gentle when they play with each other. Callie is a good 50 pounds heavier than Kitty, and Kitty has claws that could really do some damage if he took advantage of them. At first, we were a little worried that Callie would clobber the cat or Kitty would scratch the dog, but after 3.5 years, we've never really had an incident where that's happened. So besides roughhousing, their favorite hobbies are eating grass, exploring out in our backyard, and Mr. Kitty licking Callie's face. And the look on Callie's face when she is getting exfoliated by Mr. Kitty just really melts your heart. They're very spoiled. Their days consist of making sure I am pleasantly distracted while working, napping, and or playing together. So we typically end our days with all of us snuggled together on our couch, watching TV or a movie as a family. But I am most impressed with how far along we have come as a family. So I did not consider myself a pet person when I got Mr. Kitty, and my husband was definitely not a cat person. But now we can't imagine our lives without these two crazy kiddos in our lives. It could have turned out a lot differently, and for that I am grateful.